Hey, hi everyone, welcome back. So, guys, as part of the session, we are going to study about an auto suggestion. So, what is an auto suggestion means? Consider that I entered a value into this particular field. Automatically, it's prompting these suggestions. Okay, all these suggestions we call it as an auto suggestions. We need to write down a program that will be retrieving these suggestions. Okay, we need to write down a program that will be getting all these suggestions and printing them in our console. Okay, so what I have done is I just created a program. Okay, I just created a spec file in which I just created a test which is opening a bing.com. Let us try to enter this value into this field. It's having an ID. So await page dot locator. Okay, await a page dot locator, and here as it is having an ID, right? So let us fill this particular ID in the single quote hash that particular ID value, and I'm using a fill. So if you look at the previous locators, right? So if element is having an ID, we just need to use it in a hash ID. Okay, we just need to use it in a hash ID format. Perfectly all right. So not only this way, we can also, fill it by using its role, right? Get by role. And of course, it's a text field. So hence I'm using a text box, right? Hence I'm using a text box. And if you look at this particular field, okay, let me delete this value. If you look at this particular field, it doesn't have any placeholders. So directly I'm asking it get by role text box, and in which fill this particular playwright. Okay, fill this particular playwright. Let me run this particular program whether I check whether it is entering this playwright into that particular field or not. So step over, it's highlighting that field and it enter the playwright. And if you look at it, basically, these are the auto suggestions that it got populated. Now I need to handle these auto suggestions. Okay, now I need to handle this kind of an auto suggestions. Okay, perfectly all right. So what I'm gonna do right now here is right click on any suggestion. Okay, see here, right click on any suggestion, inspect it. So I'm trying to inspect these suggestions to see whether they are having the attributes or not. So I'm just selecting this playwright automation. See the playwright automation, this is inside this particular span, and this is inside this div tag, and the div is having this particular class name. So here let me write down an xpath slash slash div open brace at the rate class is equal to, say I was able to identify 12 different elements. Perfectly all right. Copy my xpath. Okay, copy my xpath, and here let's go back to the program, and after entering this one, await page dot locator, and this time this is what my xpath is. Okay, this is what my xpath is. So here we just need to replace it with a double quotes, hence I just added it in a double quotes. That's it. Await page dot locator. So I'm asking it to this one. So this elements is retrieving multiple values. So here values is equal to, so okay, here values is equal to, it's getting all the values. Okay, perfectly all right. Now here let us use a simple for loop that will be reading all these values. Okay, so as in when I trying to press an enter button, my copilot is prompting me the suggestion. See, inside the for loop there should be a constant that it is reading all the values that will be converting into an array format, and for an individual element you need to use a text content to retrieve that particular text and to print it. So my copilot has prompted me this suggestion, I just accepted it. So I haven't done anything, I just accepted the suggestion whichever my copilot has prompted. Of course, this is the way how exactly we can deal with it. Okay, let me try to run this particular program this time. Okay, this time it should enter a value, and then let me resume the execution. If you look at it, all the values are got retrieved, all the values are got printed down to the console. Okay, all the values are got printed down to the console. So this is the way how exactly we can retrieve the values. So this is a direct way that we can write down this XPath, and there is an another way too. So here if you observe, okay, let me comment this logic. Okay, let me comment this particular logic. So let us try to run this program and check it out. Okay, so let us try to run this particular program. Okay, so close all. Yeah, so let us try to run this program and see what exactly the locators it does has. Okay, so step over and it just entered the value. Now right click on it. Okay, right click on any element, inspect, and here this is the one. And now right click on this, inspect. And if you observe, this is inside the span is inside the div, and this is its a parent div, and it's in a list item li. See, all these are the list items and which are under the ul, and all the whole chunks, it's inside a div which is having this id. So copy this id. So here await page dot locator. Okay, page dot locator, it does has an id. So what is this id? That id is pointing to this div. Inside that, you just need to go to this particular div. So come back here. Whatever this locator is there, just place this locator. Okay, just place this particular locator. So this mechanism, we are chaining these locators. We have already used it, right? The chaining mechanism. And let me try to rerun this program again. Okay, let me try to rerun this program and check it out, whether it is handling these suggestions or not. Okay, let me run it and just check it out. All the values got retrieved. You can directly write down the next path, or for the parent element you can write down a next path, and you can use the locator chaining with which you can retrieve this information. Okay, perfectly all right. So this is the way how exactly we can handle the auto suggestions. In the next session, we will continue with the further topic. Thank you. Bye bye.